What's up, guys? I'm DK Wrestler, and today is that yearly channel update video. And as you can tell by the title of this video, there's going to be quite a bit of bad news. And before you decide to leave because you think this is just going to be 10 minutes straight of me staring into the camera lens and staring into your soul, I'm actually going to be going on a Funko Pop hunt throughout this video. So I guess let's start this Funko Pop hunt, and I'll give the news throughout it.
So we are now inside a GameStop, and I thought I would check out this section of Funko Pops, the one that's basically against the support beam. So one pop I do realize is Frenchie from The Boys, which is actually a show that I recently watched for the very first time ever when I had Amazon Prime, so that's pretty cool to see. What looks to be almost an entire set of the Brooklyn Nine-Nine pops with Amy Santiago, Charles Boyle, who is my favorite character, and then we do have Terry Jeffords here, who has the Greek Gilliard, and that is absolutely hilarious. Really cool to see this pop. And it looks like there is a couple of the Homer with reactors we picked up a few weeks back for the FunCon exclusive releases. Some of the Halloween Bugs Bunny and Marvin the Martians, Muhammad Ali, which is normally a Funko Shop exclusive, I believe. And then right here is the Pixar Advent Calendar, which is actually on sale compared to normal price.
And I guess that's a perfect segue to the first piece of news, which is actually pretty good, and that is the return of the Advent Calendar of content. For those that may be brand new to the channel, we had introduced the Advent Calendar of content onto the channel last year, which, just like opening up a regular Advent calendar and getting the chocolates each day, or in Funko's case, opening it up and getting a pocket pop for each day, in December we provide one video every single day for the first 24 days of December. And we did this last year with the long form content, and this year we're upping the ante of not only doing the long form content again, but also doing 24 days in a row of short form content also. And with this happening, we are going to have two separate time slots of when the shorts will release and when the long form content is going to release, as the YouTube shorts content will be releasing at the usual time of 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, while the long form content will be releasing at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this will actually be easier on me, as I can edit a video throughout the day and release it later on, especially if you're a fan of our NFT videos. Those videos can actually release on the very same day that the drop happens instead of releasing it the next day, because they'll be releasing that very same day.
One that's brand new here, that's a GameStop exclusive that I thought I would show you guys, is the 2-pack of Naruto pops, basically a ramen noodle theme. So it's another Naruto with ramen noodles, but then I believe this character right here is a brand new character, if I'm not mistaken, that has never been transformed into a Funko Pop before. And then I thought I'd show the section that has all the different Biddy Pops and the Biddy Pop towns and minis, I should say. Also, there is the Quickie Mart right there for the Biddy Pop towns. Weird that they didn't make an actual Pop town before making the Biddy Pop town. The Millennium Falcon as a Biddy Pop rides, I guess you can say, and then Harry Potter with the Hogwarts. This is fairly new. It's the new mini set for the ad icons with Toucan Sam, and unfortunately I can't show you guys. Actually, I can show you guys what's on the back, even though it is kind of locked up there, where it does have a couple versions of Tony the Tiger. There's also a Chase variant of the Eggo Waffle that's blueberry. That's actually pretty cool.
So I guess it's for update number 2, and this is where kind of the bad news begins, because in 2025, less content is being put onto the channel. For a few years, we were grinding it out by putting 5 days of long form content with 2 days of short form. However, as you may have seen with last year's update video, I had mentioned about being super burned out because of this schedule. So in 2024, we switched things up to 3 to 4 days of long form content, while the rest of the days have been YouTube shorts, which has been definitely a lighter schedule for me. However, of one thing I decided to do, and that is wanting to start a second channel called Pro Wrestling What If, a channel that I've been really surprised of the success that it's been doing, pulling views of at least 1,000 for each video. And with how successful Pro Wrestling What If has been doing, especially almost reaching the same amount of subscribers as this channel is doing, I have decided that I kind of want to focus more on the Pro Wrestling What If channel in the year of 2025. For this channel, we're likely only going to be doing 1 to 2 days of long form content, with the rest being shorts, and this will be easier on MD Shady because his work life has been hectic. As I'm currently recording this, he's in the middle of doing 12-hour shifts for 12 days in a row, which is absolutely insane. I don't know how he does it.
And something I thought was unique is actually a Christmas section here. here, where we do have a couple of Stitch Pops, like Stitch with candy cane, Stitch with hat. This is like Stitch Hanukkah version, which I really like the box art. We got Supergirl in a Christmas attire, and then I don't think I've ever shown these Pops off, but they've been here for quite a bit. That is for the Christmas Carol set. They look pretty decent. This Pop, just alone without the glow-in-the-dark feature, does look really detailed.
Update number 3. A Funko Popcast is ending in 2024. Although the podcast is what started this channel, we knew at some point it was going to end. Hence why we decided in 2023 to change the name of our channel from A Funko Popcast to MDK Collects. A Funko Popcast consumes the most amount of time for me to edit out of any piece of content. However, once it gets released, it ends up being the least viewed piece of content on the channel. But the good news about the podcast is that we're at least ending it off with a bang. As recently we released our 245th episode, and the podcast will be going on a weekly schedule throughout our advent calendar of content, with the final 2 podcasts being episode 249 and 250 respectively, releasing on December 26th and 27th, with that final episode marking our 250th episode. And for that episode, we are actually going to be having multiple guests appear throughout this podcast, and the first name I am officially going to be announcing, Tristan from Top Pops, making his first appearance back since his initial appearance on episode 37 back in 2020. And the details of other guests will be announced as the month goes by.
Something that I knew has been out for a while but wasn't here at my local GameStop is the new Stranger Things Pops, where it's got that weird, like, vibrant heatwave colorway where we got Vecna and Demogorgon. There is also the Mind Flare, which is the first time that character has been in the Stranger Things lineup. Newer Pops, I believe these are brand new for Shawshank Redemption. Yes, it is. So we got ourselves Andy, and then I believe Ellis is the character played by Morgan Freeman, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I know it's a very popular actor that plays this character. I still need to watch this movie, which people are like, why haven't you seen that movie? Well, it's what happens when you run 2 YouTube channels and you don't have time to do anything for yourself. And then over here, it's looking like it's some of the same stuff that we've seen as of late, including some Avatar Pops right there, which, speaking of Avatar, they actually just got recently leaked as a potential Funko NFT set.
Speaking of Funko NFTs, I guess the last update is that the Funko NFT videos are continuing in 2025. One thing that I do thoroughly enjoy and that you guys seem to enjoy is the Funko NFT videos we do on the channel, which is one piece of content we knew we were going to keep in the new year. And as you guys may know, I have participated in every single Funko NFT drop since DC Comics Series 2 back in September of 2022. And in 2025, I will be continuing doing every single Funko NFT drop except one little condition every drop until the ongoing streak comes to an end. Although I love doing these Funko NFT videos and I get a thrill out of opening up these packs and seeing whether or not I get a redeemable, it is the most expensive videos that we produce here on the channel. And with Droppin' Funko constantly doing releases twice or 3 times a month, it takes a lot of money out of my wallet. Even to the point this year where I would say at least 50% of the drops I've been able to do was because of Wax P that I obtained from the previous drops that I've actually paid for. Especially the ones where I miraculously pull a grail, and when I sell that card on the secondary market, I got some Wax P from that sale in order to buy packs for future videos. So I feel like without those certain videos where I've gotten insane luck, I wouldn't have been able to do every single drop in 2024. If the streak ends in 2025, I will then begin to be very picky and choosy of the drops that I end up participating in. I know that definitely any of the Freddy Funko drops like April Fools, Funkoween, Funimation and Cosplay, those drops I will for sure be doing, but there have been drops in 2024, examples being My Little Pony Series 2 and Daria Series 1, where I didn't want to participate in these drops at all, but luckily with Wax P that I obtained from previous drops, that's how I paid for those packs to do those videos.
And the last thing I thought I'd show you guys before we leave is the new Funko Pop Classics of Deadpool, which is really cool to see. 10,000 pieces, normally a Funko Shop exclusive, which I'm not sure if it released in the States yet. Sometimes we actually get stuff before the States do, which is pretty decent to see. The tin can right there, or the tin container, really cool to see. I'm not going to bother asking if FPP, if you have this this yet because you likely probably already snagged this for all I know. But yeah, really cool to see, and especially at a much cheaper price than what I used to pay for my Pop Classics of Lotso, which I believe was close to $50. So really good deal if you haven't gotten this yet.
Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's video of my channel update / pop hunt video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know on what you think I should have purchased throughout this pop hunt and what you're excited about or not excited about as terms to the channel in 2025. And I hope to see you guys in another video here on the channel. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here.